Hi there. Today I'm joined by my 9-month-old son, my baby boy son Julian, to share a lesson about online marketing. The problem with most people when they start to sell things online is that they behave like horny 19-year-old dudes, trying to close on the first transaction, trying to close on the first date. Something that you'll never do, will you? No. A gentleman. What I'd like to talk about today is how relationships with prospects online should be treated. And to do that, I have my son here, my fussy eating son, to demonstrate. Using a little metaphor. My metaphor today is breakfast. Okay. The first time you want to present something to a prospect online, generally they will respond with cynicism, skepticism, and perhaps a degree of curiosity. My normally fussy son here is lots of curiosity, not so much cynicism or skepticism. What I have here is it's porridge. It's porridge with a bit of banana and a bit of yogurt. And he's taking his first spoonful of the porridge. How will we go with the second spoonful? Oh! Very enthusiastic. So what I'm doing right now is I'm spoon feeding him porridge, which for the purpose of my metaphor today will be content. Now, this is something of high perceived value to my prospect. It's generally good for them. I've chosen porridge because it's cheap and it's easy to cook, isn't it? And easy to make interesting as well too, with a little bit of banana and a little bit of yogurt. But what I'm doing here, while it might seem like I'm innocently feeding my son, what I'm doing is I'm building trust. I'm building trust so that I can replace as much cynicism, skepticism, reluctance as I can with more curiosity and interest. And also as well too, knock out some of those other distractions. Because what I'm doing now is I'm building this trust so that I then don't go and hit my prospect with my core product. What I want to do is, at this point in the relationship, I'd like to introduce my product for prospects. Yeah? A product for prospects is like a taster or a sliver of your core product. Usually something that most people can afford. So if you're selling Ferraris, it might be polo shirts is your product for prospects. If it's Chanel dresses, maybe it's perfume. If it's a MacBook computer, maybe it's an iPod Shuffle. Or if you sell B2B products, perhaps it's an information product that you can sell for prospects. It's not your core product, it's something cheap to introduce the product. And once they've got a taste of that, you can continue that relationship. And there's all sorts of different ways to do that. And today, perhaps, if you could imagine that Julian would talk, what I might want to do is I might want to promote word of mouth. How would I do that? Well, I would say, hey, Julian, why don't you tell all your little friends about Daddy's watermelon, how much you're enjoying this juicy piece of watermelon. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bonus spoonful of porridge. Wow. Well, he's looking quite full. Hope he's got room for my core product. So what I'm doing there is continuing the relationship, triggering word of mouth. He can bring in new prospects into my funnel, peer-to-peer recommendations. But of course, after a while, I want to build to a point. I wouldn't necessarily suggest trying to take away their stuff. Build to a point where I can introduce wow! My core product. What do you reckon of that? There you go. There you go. So what may have started with as a relationship characterized by distrust, cynicism, skepticism, it has evolved over time into a relationship. Oh no! where I can introduce my core product, my product for prospects after a while, and then my core product. That there is today's lesson in endless loop marketing. You want the big one back, you want the core product. That's alright, how could I ever deny you? Signing off.